Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the M&J podcast where we give you business insights. And today I'm joined by one innocent Nunji. Mr. In, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm okay. How's been your day today?
Fine, very fine.
And how is HR? I know you're the HR expert at our organization.
Yes, sure. HR is moving well. It's moving well, and we are having a lot of feedbacks regarding the services that we offer as HR.
That's very good. So today we want to touch on a subject that most of the people fear. We want to look at audit. But we are not just going to look at audit per se. We are going to look at HR audit. So maybe for starters, can you at least explain what HR audit is and why is it important to an organization?
Sure. HR audit, this is whereby we do a comprehensive analysis of an organization. What do you mean by comprehensive analysis? We are looking at the HR aspect. What do we do? The onboarding process that the company is having, the HR systems that the companies are having at the organization. And also we look at the recruitment processes, recruitment policies, the code of conduct, and also the performance management systems that they have in terms of how do you do your appraisals? How are you conducting the HR in systems in the organization?
All right. And then what are some of the common areas that HR audit mainly focuses on?
Mainly, the common areas is the onboarding processes, how one is recruited, and also we look at the performance, how do you measure the performance of each and every employee? And in terms of mostly is the law, in terms of compliance. Are you compliant in terms of your contracts, your employee contracts? Are the employee contracts not going to have issues to do with labor in the near future?
Yeah. All right. Now, when you're talking about compliance, I understand many people, they fear the word compliance. But how often should an organization do these HR audits?
HR audits can be done often, but normally we recommend that we do our HR audit annually or biannually. Why? Because we want to make sure that with the changes that are there at the labor laws, with the changes that are there in the world, we want to also make sure that we keep on track.
All right.
Yes.
Let's suppose that we've just done an HR audit. What are some of the findings that we can find, and how can we solve them?
95% of the companies that we did HR audit, most of them, they were lacking in terms of employee law compliance. What do we mean? We mean that we're having a situation whereby most of the contracts that are there sitting in the employees' contracts, in employees' files, they are already expired. In this day and age, here in Zimbabwe, for instance, you tend to see that we have got employees that have got ZWL currencies, but already they are being paid the USD currency. So most of them, in terms of compliance, already they are not compliant.
All right.
Yes.
Now, still on that same subject of helping companies become compliant, how does HR audit help them to become compliant?
After our audit, we make sure that we come up with the recommendations. We make sure that you implement those recommendations. We are different from other people who does HR audit in that we are not just there to just give you a report that we have find A, B, C, D missing. No, we make sure that all the missing items are put together, and our audit will be done when you implement the processes that we would have recommended.
All right. Now, let's talk about another subject here. Us as M&J, we are mainly looking at building timeless businesses. That means businesses that will last for generations and generations. This involves the use of technology. How can HR audit be? What's the role of technology in HR audit? And are there any systems or softwares that can be used?
Yes, of course. We are trying by all means possible to mitigate all the paperwork that is the processes that we have. If you talk of HR, most of companies out there, they will talk of a lot of paperwork. But as M&J, we are coming with solutions in terms of softwares that can also assist us in the issue to do with HR. Your contracts, you will use you'll be doing them electronically. Your timesheets, you do them electronically. Your attendance register, you do them electronically. All that to do is being done at M&J.
All right. That is very exciting to hear. Now, after an HR audit has been done, what can an organization do to make sure that it was effective and then it brings meaningful change to the organization?
After an HR audit has been done, it is very important for an organization to go back and also review all the processes that have been done, and also make sure that you frequently check. You have frequent check in terms of reviews, like biannually, like what I was saying. In terms of the softwares that we are talking about, you don't need to wait for a year to do a review. Everything, if one employee's contract is expiring, it can also give you a notification that the employee's contract is expiring without even having to review.
All right. That just leaves me to say thank you very much for joining me. I hope to bring you again one of these episodes.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it, the M&J podcast, where we've been talking about HR audits. Now remember, before we go, turn on the notification bell, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.